imperial movement. And now tonight I would expand that and say that Jews, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, ethical humanists, human beings should form an anti-imperial movement. Because that's what, as I tried to make clear, 9/11 was all about, a means to increase the empire. And so we do need a revolution, a nonviolent revolution, against American imperialism before it's too late. After being told by several people that I needed to look into this because it looked like the government was complicit, and for a while I would look at possible websites and so on, and I didn't find it convincing. And finally I found Paul Thompson's work, which has now been published as a book called The Terror Timeline. And it had an amazing amount of material drawn from strictly mainline sources that simply contradicted the official account. So I started reading more and more stuff, and I read Nafiz Ahmed's book, The War on Freedom. I read then Terry Mason's book on Pentagate and 9/11, The Big Lie. And then I did learn more about what was going on the internet. I never had been an internet person. And I saw that a lot of people had been working on this for a long time, but most of them were people who would never be able to get a book published. And I thought, well, since I've published about 25 books before, maybe I would have a shot at it. Even then, it was much more difficult than I thought. Most publishers simply wouldn't respond to my letters. But I kept at it till I found brave little Interlink Books, which was willing to do it. And so first of all, I just thought it was a duty, the fact that this enormous amount of research had been done, and that it certainly presented a credible case that people needed to know about, and that maybe I was in position to bring that to the public. So for the most part, the new Pearl Harbor has hardly any original material in it. It's mainly just an organization of work that other people has done, and a presentation of it in a fairly brief and fairly readable way. So that was the primary motivation. Certainly, I was also motivated by these other concerns. As a theologian, I'm committed to the good of the whole universe, the good of the whole earth. And if it looks like there is a gang that has gotten control of our government and our purse strings to use it for very selfish and imperialistic purposes, then that needs to be exposed.